That's all they do is like the battles or whatever, and like as soon as they see anyone live, they immediately try to like battle you. That's super irritating. Super irritating. Let's see here. All right, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get started here. Looks like we're up and running everywhere. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started here. We're going to get into some debates. Can everyone hear me okay? Like I said, I got a call and it kind of threw things off. Yes? Yes? You guys hear this? Yep. All right. Now that we are good to go, let's crank it up and get started.
You stepped in the box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in shame. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats and get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah, step in if you dare. Truth hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. I don't care what you claim or your background. Facts only, if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right or you don't even vote. If your logic is weak, I'll sink your boat. You talk slick, but you ain't got source. Just vibes, that ain't power, that's force. I'm the test, the trap, the trip, the call. You slip once, I'm snatching it all. Yeah. Step in if you dare. You dare. Get hard like a punch in the air. Punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. Yeah. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. No. Better know your stuff or you get revealed.
Thank you, guys.
Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Step in if you dare. You dare. Get hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Yeah. This ain't a safe place. This a flame space. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana.
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. Do this, back up. One-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates. Only looking for some debates. Guys, please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are not looking to talk to friendlies. Only looking for some debates. With that being said, guys, we're going to start tonight off a little bit different. If you don't mind, just hold tight. Hang with me for half a second. First and foremost, let's keep tapping the screen. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to these little 1-cent goals. If we can knock those out a couple of times, it'll help push us out to the FYP to get more people in here for some debates. Let me do this. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to do the TikTok thing. Let's do the TikTok thing. All right. Guys, we're going to start this off a little bit different tonight. Just a little bit. we actually have someone in our community. We have someone in our community who is in need. Their name is Kitty, and Kitty looks like here. Kitty is in a bit of a bind, and they actually need help with food and transportation. Kitty is a mother, a single mother of two, and they actually put, if you're in our Discord, they put it in the mutual aid section, but it hasn't been a lot of traction. And so I wanted to see if we can get some traction going here at the beginning of the live. They're only looking to raise $150 for food and transportation. So if possible, I wanted to see if we could go ahead and get that done. Now, I know, let me get back here, because I know Kitty definitely has I believe a PayPal. 1 second here. I was looking at it earlier. Yeah, so Kitty has a PayPal. But also, what I wanted to do for like maybe the first 15 minutes or whatever, to see if we can get there. If you guys are interested, through the pay links, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. YouTube, I love you so much, guys, but YouTube is really kind of funny, and they are not so nice when it comes to the actual donations. So pay links, if you are interested in helping out for like the first 15 minutes. Okay. For the first 15 minutes, if you're interested in helping out, if you want to send something to my pay links, at Santana Speaks For You, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, we will be donating to Kitty, and we will be helping her out with that mutual aid. Again, we only need about $150, and it would be amazing if we could help the single mother of two out. And let's see here. W's in the chat for you know who sent a $50 donation and said, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for that $50 donation. You're freaking awesome. Debbie's in the chat for Marissa. Why is it doing that? Who sent a $5 donation saying, thank you for everything you do. I truly appreciate your perspective and your heart, the heart you put into it. Keep doing all the good things. You're freaking awesome. So that's 55. W's in the chat for Mahika, who sent a $5 donation, said for Kitty. Yeah, guys, please put for Kitty. Someone said, who's Kitty? Kitty is a single mother of two who is in desperate need. We're doing a quick mutual aid. She needs $150. It was listed in our Discord in the mutual aid section, but we haven't gotten much traction, and we want to make sure that we're able to help out in any way, shape, and form that we can. So let's, and we're doing that. Let's see. So boom, that's 60. Light just went out. Crap. 60. W's in the chat for Jessica, who sent another 10. For Kitty and Fam. Jessica, you're freaking awesome. Thank you so much. That's 70. W's in the chat for Anna, who sent 11. For Kitty, you're awesome. That's 81. W's in the chat for Karen, who sent 2. That's 83. W's in the chat for Ashley, who sent 5. Said, love you, love to you amazing people. Ashley, you're freaking awesome. Thank you. That's 88. W's in the chat for Samantha, who sent 10, said, sending all the best wishes to Kitty. I love this community who can help one another. You're freaking awesome. Thank you so much. That means we're up to 98. Guys, I know for a fact that we've officially hit it now. Okay, W's in the chat for Angela, who sent 5 for Kitty, not for Phil. I hope not Phil is in a better mood tonight. You're freaking awesome. I hope he is as well. I wonder how he's doing. That's 103. W's in the chat for Stacy, who sent 50. So for Kitty, guys, we are officially at our goal now. That's 153. But I'm gonna keep reading these out because you guys are fucking awesome. W's in the chat for Jesse, who sent 15 for Kitty. That's 168. W's in the chat for Camille, who sent 5 for Kitty. We're up to 173. W's in the chat for Riri, who sent 5 for Kitty. Love your educational content. I try. Thank you. That means we're up to 178. W's in the chat for Christina, who sent 50 for Kitty. You're absolutely wonderful. That's 228. W's in the chat for Beth, who sent 2 for Kitty. That means we are up to 230. I didn't mean to type that like that. Why did I type that like that? 230. And W's in the chat for Alexis, who sent a $2 donation for Kitty. So, guys, you are fucking awesome. You are fucking awesome. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, hold on. There we go. And last but not least, W's in the chat for Colleen, who sent 10 for Kitty. Guys, that means we were able to, in a matter of minutes, you guys are fucking awesome. You guys are fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. In a matter of minutes, we were able to raise, okay, guys, we're good. You fucking rock. W's in the chat for Harry. Harry sent 10, said for Kitty takes a village. It really does. It really fucking does. It really fucking does. Guys, in a matter of minutes, we were able to raise $252 for Kitty, who is a mother of 2 who needed help, who placed this in our Discord. But again, it didn't get the type of traction that we were looking for earlier. And so I'm really glad that we were able to do this really quick. And she was looking to raise 150. We got 152 in a matter of minutes. You guys were so fucking awesome. W's in the chat for all of you. Fucking W's in the chat for all of you. You guys are, every single time, I think that I couldn't be more proud of you guys. You show up and show out. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are freaking amazing. So we have W's in the chat for Trail, who sent $5 for Kitty. So again, we're gonna go ahead and add that in. We have $257 going to Kitty for the support and help that was needed. So I'm gonna get this sent over to Kitty, and we're gonna post the receipts in the Discord as we always do. And if anyone who donated also wants to get verification that we did send it over to Kitty, then we have ways of getting you copies of the receipts as well. We make sure that we're super transparent. Anytime we do any type of mutual aid fundraisers, whatever the case may be here, we make sure that we always post the receipts. No community gardens, no buses. We post receipts. So we will make sure that we get this over to Kitty, and we will make sure that we post a receipt. And I hate to say this, but I think I'm going to have to hit a quick restart because talking about, I guess, pay links too early in the live, and the live it's cooked for the moment. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to hit a quick restart. Going to hit a quick restart and come right back. But 500 people here. Go to my page. I just posted a video. A video is a really funny video. It's a snippet. If you guys missed it yesterday, this guy got so upset that I was being so logical that he told me I had to be reading off a screen. He said, what did he say? He said, you skipped over multiple fallacies that I threw out and you keep speaking logic. All right. Anyway, we're going to hit a quick reset. It's going to be a few seconds. Just go to my page, watch a video, interact with the video, coming right back. We're going to hit a restart so we can clear out the not so good stuff and we're going to get it going. I fucking love you guys. Thank you so much. You all are so fucking awesome. W's in the chat for you. I'll be right back. Oh, boy. Might as well say this.
One person dies.
Those would count in the injuries.
So it would be a mass shooting then? Even though 7 people total were shot and only 1 killed?
Right, because it falls under the injury category.
Right,
That's
right. So they
still a
were still
mass
shot.
shooting.
They were still. It was still a mass shooting.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Even in those instances, it adds the injury. So there's 122 deaths and 126 injuries.
There were 119 deaths in 2018 alone.
And again,
You stepped in a box, take your best swing.
Mike Hot.
Who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats to get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah, step in if you dare. Truth hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. I don't care what you claim or your background. Facts only, if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right or you don't even vote. If your logic is weak, I'll sink your boat.
What?
You talk slick, but you ain't got source.
Nope.
Just vibes, that ain't power, that's force. I'm the test, the trap, the trip, the call.
Hey.
You slip once, I'm snatching it all.
Hey, step in if you dare.
You dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air.
Punch in the
air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. Yeah. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. No. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Step in, yeah. You dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. Yeah.
one wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield.
Better know your stuff or you
Get revealed.
step in,
Don't you wanna?
Sparring
with Santana.
Yeah,
There we go.
this ain't a safe
Nope.
place.
Nope.
This is flame
Yep,
space.
yep.
And don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana.
Hey guys, welcome back. W's in the chat for you guys again. You all are so fucking amazing. I really, truly mean that. This is breaking news. This is interesting. Guess who just got selected to do the Super Bowl halftime show in the 2026 Super Bowl? Have you guys seen that? Did you guys see who just got selected to be the halftime show at the Super Bowl? Bad Bunny. Yes, it is Bad Bunny. Let me tell you. So I know, okay, Trump supporters get in a box. This is a quick side note. Anyone that knows me, you know I'm like a massive wrestling fan, right? And apparently Bad Bunny is a massive wrestling fan as well. And Bad Bunny actually showed up to the WWE and had like a couple of matches and is like super talented. I mean, like an amazing wrestler. Like it's absolutely insane. But they just announced that he's doing the halftime show, which is absolutely, it's gonna be a great halftime show. Anyway, guys, let's get it going. They call me, is it Ringo?
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. Okay, Rodrigo, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Rodrigo, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Rodrigo, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you. Rodrigo, quick question for you. Do you know who I am?
I do not know.
Okay, that's fair. So, Rodrigo, if you don't know who I am, and I'm assuming you don't know what this is, would you mind if I give you a quick introduction to not only who I am, but what this is?
That's fine, yeah.
Perfect. 1 second here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this? Guys, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for Trump supporters. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are not looking to talk to friendlies. We are talking to friendlies tomorrow because Late Nights is back. And I'll throw this out here right now. At the end of the live, I have a massive announcement about Late Nights. You're not going to want to miss it. You're not going to want to miss it. It's massive. But if you are a friendly, do all the wonderful things, tap the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things to let the TikTok know that we are in the building. If we can keep knocking out the little 1 cent gift goals, it will help push us out to the FYP. Also, send your daily heart me if you have not done so. It's only 1 coin. And if you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. And if you're over on the YouTubes, what up, YouTube? What up, Twitch? If you're over on the YouTube and you want to support the live, you can do so with a super chat, and I will read that out. All right, Rodrigo, got a quick question for you, friend, if you don't mind.
Of course.
Where's the line?
Where's the line with Trump with the question you have here?
I'm just trying to understand, right? Because like it's super interesting, right? And you know, it's even more interesting because I talk to people to support Donald Trump every day online, right? Here in the TikTok universe. But I've also recently had conversations with a couple of different Trump supporters, out in the real world, out while I was touching grass.
In the wilderness.
Exactly, right? Out in the it was a Santana in the wild, right? But this is the wild thing. Even with speaking with the Trump supporters in the wild, I learned that there's not really a line, and they didn't really have anything that was like, oh, that's a bridge too far when it comes to Trump. So I'm trying to understand, like, where is it? Because we can talk about like the misinformation medicine, the political attacks, the foreign fumbles, the constitutional crisis. We can talk about all of that, but it seems to be like people that support Trump don't have a line where they're just saying like, I can no longer support him.
Yeah, I think that there are definitely people that way. And I think that the reasoning for that from the right is people feel on the right that Trump and also the MAGA supporters have been extremely vilified over the past 10 years, lied about and smeared for 10 years.
Can you give me something specific?
Yes. The Russiagate hoax started this.
Russia.
Yes, that's where it all started. And then COVID was this on steroids. Because if you remember, I don't know, I'm sorry if I'm not allowed to say that, C-19 or whatever it is, when that happened, everything went on steroids. If you remember, the media literally, I don't know if you're in the US, but the media in the US at that time was reporting that conservatives were just the most awful human beings. They were unaliving people by not getting the vaccines, completely over the top. But here's the thing. Pretty much everything the conservatives said ended up being right. Is natural immunity real? Yes. Did the jab stop the spread? No. Did it come from bat soup or from the lab? The lab. Everything.
All right, let's stop for half a second because I don't want you to get your listen. The TikTok gonna hit you with misinformation and like strike you down. So I want to jump in for half a second and kind of speak on a couple of different things. All right, so now when you talk about C-19, that's not true, right?
Which part?
As far pretty much everything you said. As far as like, okay, natural immunity, yes, that is a thing, right? I mean, there's herd immunity. We do understand that like there's natural progressions when it comes to any type of illness or things like that. You can talk about a common cold. You can talk about like chicken pox, right? Chicken pox spreading through like a young children's classrooms and things like that. It's a thing. But when you talk about something that's as severe as C-19 was, right? And which was something that was transmittable through droplets in the air. It became something that was highly contagious, right? And even Donald Trump admitted that it was highly contagious. Question for you. When did you hear about C-19? Like approximately when did you realize like, oh, this is actually a thing and we need to, do something?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I saw it online and I read about it quite a bit. And I actually made $90,000 because I bought puts on the stock market because I was very confident about what was going to happen. So I was in front of it before it even became a national issue in the United States.
So okay, fair. When did it become like a mainstream thing in the US?
I believe it was around March.
Correct.
March is when they started canceling events and all of those types of things.
So for me, I always tell this story. I met my wife in February of 2020, and I didn't see her again until October of 2020, right? Because everything shut down and blah, 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 blah. Now, you mentioned that you had kind of an inside scoop and, you bought low on stock and all this other stuff. Do you know when Donald Trump knew about C-19?
I do not know. No.
Donald Trump knew about it in October of 2019. And not only did he know about it in October of 2019, but he told Bob Woodward on recording that it was coming and it was going to be really bad. He said that it was super severe. He said that not a lot of people know about it, and it's something that's going to be really dangerous and it's going to harm a lot of people. So this is what he was telling Bob Woodward, who was recording him back in 2019. But then Donald Trump continued to try to downplay it. So as far as like the severity, even Donald Trump knew how severe this was going to be. And please, let's not forget that over 1 million Americans lost their lives. So we can talk about like the actual vaccination and what it did or did not do. The vaccination was never intended to stop C-19. The point of the vaccination was to slow the transmission of C-19, which it did at an effective clip.
Wait. How would that happen?
How would what happen?
How would it slow the spread if it doesn't stop the transmission?
It makes it harder to actually transmit to other people.
That's not true. They never tested that.
They did. There was actually multiple research and studies shown, and they showed that there's I think the number was, I can look it up here in a second, but it's like 37.2% decrease in it being transmittable if you took the vaccination. So that was the biggest key, right? It wasn't about, oh, I can take the vaccination and it's going to stop me from catching it, or it's going to, protect me or whatever. The biggest thing is it slowed the spread, and it kept those
How did it slow the spread? How did it slow the spread?
I don't know the science behind the vaccination. I mean, the study has the information. I mean, I can give you this study and you can read through it. I'm not a scientist. I don't even play a scientist on TV.
I know. What I'm telling you is I've actually read the study. Literally the study that Pfizer did not test for what they claimed it tested for. They never even
Let's do this. Give me a second here. I'm going to pull the information up and I'll read it directly, because again, I might not be a doctor that plays, I might not be a doctor, but I can definitely read a study and actually give you the information and feedback directly from the study. So 1 second.
I appreciate that.
All right, so the study that we are going to look at is from the NIH, National Institute of Health. And the study, bigger so I can easier. Study talks about how vaccination reduced the risk of transmission to others. Results during the Delta predominance shows that the viral load in the vaccinated population is not consistently lower compared to the unvaccinated due to the Omicron predominance. The viral load was even somewhat higher. Levels of influenza SARS, COVID-2 were pretty lower in the vaccinated population. Low viral loads were most lower in reinfections compared to breakthrough infections, viral clearance, including the
Can you do me a favor? Can you do me a
Sure.
favor?
Mhm.
Okay. Can you please do a search for was the C-19 vaccines tested to stop the spread? Just do that search.
What does it matter? Wait, what does
Okay,
it matter if it was tested to stop the spread? If it actually stopped the spread?
It didn't. That's my point. They never even tested it. They can't know that because it was never even tested. I have it right here.
There were follow-up.
No,
There were
Pfizer-
follow-up tests that were completed.
Hold on.
Hold
I
on.
have it right here. Pfizer did
Sure,
not
one
test their C-19 vaccine.
Are you saying
For its
before it was
ability
actually
to-
given?
They never tested it ever. They
No.
still
Do
have
you
it to
mean
this
before or
day.
after?
Before, after what?
Are you saying that the vaccine was not tested after the actual vaccination was done, or before they start giving people the vaccination?
In the first year that they were doing this, they were claiming that it would stop people from getting COVID. Rachel Maddow literally said, her exact quote was, "It stops with you. You can't pass it to another person." Not only is that not true.
Yeah, I don't really know about Rachel Maddow, but again, I can tell you that for a fact that the actual studies, there's multiple studies that have been completed since then, and the studies show that it slowed the transmission.
I'm not making that claim. My question to you is, how is it possible that all of these people made that claim on television that it would prevent the spread? There were many people who made that claim, including Joe Biden. The president of the United States made that claim. And literally when they made that claim, no one had ever even tested it. How did they make that claim?
I have no idea, and honestly, I don't really care how they made the claim. I think you. No. Hold on. Slow down for a second. I think that you are speaking to the fact that you're saying that, oh, there was no quote unquote testing before then and they made a claim or whatever. Cool. Like if ifs were fifth, then we'd all be drunk and we can go back and litigate what did or did not happen. But the facts are that
they spread misinformation. That's what they did.
Sure, if that's what you want to say. But the facts are that the testing that has been completed since the vaccine. No. Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. The testing that has been completed since the institution of the vaccine has proven that it did slow the transmission of the actual C-19 due to decreasing the viral load. That's what the vaccination did. I hear what you're saying, that there was no testing prior. That's fine. That's fine. I get what you're saying. You're talking about them not having that testing or not having that information prior to that.
President of the United States and the Democratic Party spreading misinformation.
Sure, I hear you. Did the vaccine slow the transmission of C-19? Yes or no?
Listen to me.
No. I just need you to answer that for me.
I'm proving my point, and you won't allow me to because you know.
Sure, you can prove your point. I just need you to answer that question real quick before you prove your point. Did the vaccination slow the spread of C-19? Yes or no?
I do not know the answer to that question.
The answer is yes.
Okay.
The answer is yes. And again, it's listed here in multiple sources, multiple studies that were completed, including at the National Library of Medicine, including the CDC, like multiple sources completed testing and showed that there was a decrease of 37.2%.
Okay, I'll look into all of that.
Of people that were actually.
I appreciate you.
All right, now go ahead and finish your point.
Okay. We factually know that they made these statements on television. Joe Biden said them, and he said, quote, "Get the vaccine and you will not spread COVID." Okay. That is a lie. When he said that, he literally could not have even known that because no one tested for it. So it's a fact that they were on television spreading misinformation. Do you like the fact of the president of the United States during a pandemic lying to the public?
No, but you also don't care either.
Well, obviously I did, because that's why I
No,
voted.
you don't give a shit. You don't give a shit. You're actually just up here virtue signaling because you don't care that Donald Trump lied to everyone during the pandemic. Donald Trump literally lied, said it wasn't contagious, held super spreader events, cost Herman Cain his life. Donald Trump told people that they could actually hit it with bleach, and then people started to ingest bleach. Donald Trump told them to use heart dewormer that's for horses, and people lost their lives. So please don't come up here virtual signaling talking about Joe Biden said this before then without the testing, and then it actually ended up being true when Donald Trump told lies and cost people their lives. The simple fact of the matter is, if you want to sit here and say that they didn't have the actual studies prior to Joe Biden making that statement, okay, cool. I'll grant you that. It's still true.
He lied.
It's literally still true.
He
Sure.
lied.
Sure. Is it true or not?
Did he lie? Yes or no?
Yes. I don't give a
Okay,
fuck.
then just
Like,
admit
okay.
he lied and stop fucking.
I just did. I literally just did.
Okay,
Now, can
I
you
thank
admit that
you.
Donald Trump lied?
Of course he did.
Okay. Now.
Was that, see
Who-
how
so-
see
so-
how easy
okay,
it was for me to do that? though?
Perfect.
You see how
It
easy
it
that
was for me.
me?
Now,
Okay.
Donald Trump said that you could hit it with bleach and you could take ivermectin.
He never
Is
did
either
say
one
that.
of those true?
He-
Is either one of those true? Yes
I
or no?
don't- He said both of those things. Yes, that is true.
Yeah. No. I'm saying, are either one of those actually true?
You can use bleach.
Or ivermectin to take care of C-19? Is
As
either one of
far
those
as
true?
I know right now, yes, you can use ivermectin.
No, you can't. No, you cannot.
Okay.
No, you cannot.
You can't.
I've looked this up because I've had this whole conversation. Cool. Now, is it true that the vaccination slowed the spread of C-19 due to decreasing the viral load?
I don't believe that horseshit. No.
I don't care if you believe it or not. It's literally multiple studies here by credible institutes that have deemed yes, you absolutely can.
Let me ask you a question.
No. I need to finish this thought before you go anywhere else. So we can both agree that at that time, both of them were lying.
Okay.
You got misinformation. I got to drop you. I fucking sat there and told him at the beginning, literally at the beginning of the live, I had to stop him because he's going to get misinformation. Literally got flagged for misinformation. The fuck are we even doing? Guys, keep tapping the screen. Keep tapping the screen. I'm going to reset the gift goal if you don't mind. Gonna keep resetting the gift goal to like these little smaller gift goals so we can get some push out to the FYP. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates. If you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. Hardware. Are you a Trump supporter?
I am not a big Trump supporter, but I'm a Trump supporter over a Kamala supporter.
Who'd you vote for?
I voted for Trump.
If the election was held today, knowing what you know, who would you vote for? Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Donald Trump.
Okay. All right. Okay, perfect. With that being said, then where's the line?
Honestly, I mean, the line's pretty close. I don't like that Kamala is associated with the Biden administration.
Yeah, we're not talking about Kamala Harris. She's not the president. We're talking about Donald Jimothy Trump. He's the president. He's the one that's literally giving out medical misinformation. He's trying to attack his political opponents and put them in jail. He's literally dropping the ball when it comes to foreign affairs, and we're in a constitutional crisis. So we're talking about Trump. Kamala Harris is a private citizen. I have no interest in talking about her.
Sir, you asked what the line is. That
The
question.
line for your support for Donald Trump. Why
Yes.
would I be?
As
Why would I
opposed to-
care what your
as
line is for Kamala Harris? That doesn't even make sense.
Dude,
Look at
because
these
the
pictures. Do you
line-
see Kamala Harris up here at all?
Because the line you're talking
Or do you see
about
Kamala
is-
Harris?
Dude, you've antagonized me from the very start, and I've remained extremely neutral.
Sure, that's perfectly fine. Let's lock in and talk about. Let's talk about Donald Trump, the current president of the United States, if you don't mind, please and thank you.
Yes. We were,
Where's
and
the
you
line?
asked the line. The line, okay, what are the parameters of the line? It's
I would like to
support
talk
for
about
Kamala.
Donald Trump, not Kamala Harris. Where's your line with Donald Trump? What does Donald Trump have to do for you no longer to support him?
Well, the thing is because it's a two-party system, I feel like I have to pick between two evils almost.
Are you voting today?
I did vote because I
Sure,
wanted.
but are you voting today?
I'm not voting today. Like I'm not
Okay,
voting
cool.
for any local.
So there's nothing for you to pick from, right? There's no two-party system for you to pick from today. Right now, we're just talking about the fact that you still support Donald Trump because of the question I said, if you had to vote again today, knowing what you know, who would you vote for? You doubled down and you said Trump. That means you still support Donald Trump. So the question is, what does Donald Trump have to do to lose your support? I listed all these things that he's currently doing, and he still has your support, even with those things that I listed. What more does he have to do for you to say, you know what, I can't support him anymore? I'm not even saying you have to go vote for a Democrat. For you to just stop supporting him, what is it going to take?
I could take a lot of things. I mean, at this point, I just see a guy working very hard who, yeah, he says a lot of misinformation, but he also says a lot of things. So when you speak a lot, unprompted, he's just, I don't agree with a lot of what he says. He knows he's wrong about a lot of what he says.
Bro, did you just say the fact that he talks a lot validates the point that he says a lot of shit that's not true?
I think the more you talk, the more you say we're wrong. Like every time you talk, I think you risk being wrong. So it's kind of
I spend hours on the internet talking every day, and I do not tell 30,000 lies. It's not that he misspeaks. He literally lies.
As lies. You say
No. We're not perceiving things as lies. Donald Trump blatantly lies, and then even when he's corrected, he double downs, triple downs on his lies. If Donald Trump misspoke or even went back and corrected himself, I would give him credit. He does not do that. He double and triple downs on lie. Literally, in the last 24 hours, he lied about January the 6th, so much so that his own FBI director, Kash Patel, had to come out and say that it was a lie.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't like either of them, but it's a two-party system, so I have to choose.
What are you talking, bro? What are you talking about? Either of who?
Like you say it comes down, who would I vote for today? Okay. What does the vote come down to? It comes down to two people. And these two people are from either the Democrats.
Forget the vote. I don't like no. Because the only reason I brought up the voting thing is because you said, "Oh, I don't really support him," and da. That's fine, but forget that. Again, the question I need you to lock in on, right? Because we've talked about how Donald Trump is giving misinformation about medicine. Donald Trump is literally trying to throw his political opponents in jail and weaponize the DOJ. Donald Trump is a laughingstock on the global stage and got pushed around by Russia so much that he has now completely did a 180 and is fully backing Ukraine. Donald Trump is attacking the Constitution and the First Amendment right, the Second Amendment right, the Fourth Amendment, the Fifth, the Sixth, the 14th, all of these things. Knowing all of these things, what does Donald Trump have to do for hardware to say, you know what? That's a bridge too far?
I mean, I would say you'd have to either, I mean, like it's hard to obviously like murder, if he murdered someone, or if he was convicted of like a sexual crime, which
Donald Trump he's been adjudicated for rape. He has 26 credible essay allegations, and this is the sticking point that you guys always forget about this. In his divorce decree with his ex-wife, his last ex-wife, she actually listed that Donald Trump raped her, pulled out her hair, and then the next day asked did it hurt. Literally, his ex-wife put it in the divorce decree. It was part of their divorce. So all of this is public knowledge, and you still supported him. So I don't believe what you're saying.
Well, man, here's the thing.
His first ex-wife. I'm sorry, not second. First,
I
ex-wife.
don't like when you think you know the truth 100%. Like you can only assume these things happen with a certain probability. Like even if in your mental model you think that Trump did these actions, you can't sit here and tell me you know that's what occurred. So
Donald Trump went in court and in a 9-0 unanimous decision was found guilty of SA.
yes,
They actually literally, hey, when we talk about E. Jean Carroll, right? Do you know why Donald Trump was found held liable for SA in the case with E. Jean Carroll?
no, I do not.
It's because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. That's it. Donald Trump literally kept attacking E. Jean Carroll and attacking her character and calling her a liar and saying that she wasn't telling the truth. And so she actually took she hit him with a defamation case. And in part of the defamation case, she had to prove that he SA'd her. And guess what she did?
What?
She proved that he SA'd her. This was not about her saying that, oh, Donald Trump did this thing. Donald Trump wouldn't stop attacking her. She brought a defamation case in front of him, or in front of the courts. The court said, cool, if you want to get a judgment for defamation, you have to prove that he did this thing to you. And she proved it in a court of law with a unanimous 9-0 decision.
Yeah. Do you know what the thing was, or is it not good to say on here? I could look it up.
It's
what?
SA.
Okay. Well, so yeah. I mean, I don't like the guy. I also don't like
You just said your line was if he was convicted for some type of SA.
No, that's fair. That's my line then. That's my line. That's fair.
And I've already told you that that's occurred.
Yeah, no, that's my line then. I agree.
So you no longer support him?
No.
Okay. So you're done with Trump. You're done with MAGA.
I mean, yeah, I was never really a part of MAGA, let's say, to begin with. It's just I feel like it's just a hard situation that we're all put in, to be completely honest.
Okay. Well, I you know what? I'm gonna indulge you for half a second, but give me 2 seconds. Let me read a couple of things off, and then I'm gonna indulge you. W's in the chat for Corey. Corey sent a $2 donation saying, I'm confused why he's using this as MAGA nut. Why he's using this as a MAGA nut. When the tangerine tyrant is telling people Tylenol causes autism. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. This is in the chat for Kira, who sent a $10 donation saying COVID vaccine was based off of the SARS virus vaccine that was created in 2003. Shortly after the SARS virus outbreak in 2002, they used 17 years of research to develop the vaccine. Like, W's in the chat for you, Kara. Like, we know that. And for some reason, they try to act like they don't know this. But even though the information is like out there, W's in the chat for Joe, who sent $8 donation and said, please tell previous guests that the CDC made the correct assumption that since all vaccines slow the spread and reduce transmission, that C-19 vaccine would also. This is not a conspiracy or a lie. C-19 vax wasn't unique, and mRNA tech has been developed for years. Absolutely, Joe. Thank you so much for that $8 donation. You know what? That's why the TikTok got him up out of the paint. You can't go around giving misinformation and think that the TikTok ain't going to do something about it, because it absolutely will. Also, guys, W's in the chat. Sorry, Tube. W's in the chat for for Taro, who sent a $2 donation saying, my name is not Phil. W's in the chat for Taro, who sent a 5 saying, my name is not Phil. W's in the chat for Mr. Periwinkle, who sent a $5 super chat saying, want to get winkled? I think I do. W's in the chat for Dave, who sent a $19.99 super chat. W's in the chat for, crap. Okay. W's in the chat for Glamper, who sent a $4.99 super chat. Hey, just got here and already over this call. Yeah, it's a lot. W's in the chat for all the gifters, guys. If you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted, anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTubes and you like to support the live, you can do so with a super chat, and I will read that out. All right. So you were speaking on some type of misnomer, right? Some type of who sent the jellyfish? Holy shit. Thank you for the jellyfish. WFH Jenny. Fucking awesome. Thank you. You were speaking of some type of misnomer that basically you were put in a bad decision. Both choices suck, and you didn't like it. What made you vote for Trump?
Well, there was quite a few reasons. I really did think crypto, for example, needs to be regulated, and so that's something
regulated
that.
crypto.
Well, yes, he is. They just hacked this
no,
genius since.
He's not actually regulating. He's just grifting off of it. But go off, King.
Okay, well, he's the key that allowed for it, unless the Democratic Party would have advocated for it, which they didn't. If they would have, I would have been in more support. But you were asking me what my main thing was, and that was the main thing.
How much money have you made off crypto?
A lot of money. There's a lot of money to be made there.
No. How much have you made off crypto?
I don't want to disclose that here.
Why? No one knows who you are. It doesn't matter.
No, people.
Your TikTok name is Hardware something, like Hardware Media.
Hard enough.
No one's gonna look you up, bro. And you don't have to give like a specific number. Just give a general number. No one's checking for you. Like, I swear people don't really care. We just want to, like, I'm just trying to make a point. In general, how much money have you made off crypto?
I mean, a couple 100,000 up from cycle.
So you made 200,000. Like, you made 200,000 off crypto? Can we say that?
Yeah, but it's the proportions that are more astounding that you can make. You know what I mean? Like,
so how much did you actually invest in crypto?
Like 20, 30K.
Okay, so let's say you put 30K in, you've made 200,000. Cool. How much of that 200,000 have you actually taken out and put in your bank account, like actual cash in your account?
Oh, I mean, none of it. Are you talking about?
Okay,
it's all still in crypto. Are you talking about?
Okay. So you put 30,000 in, you quote unquote made 170,000, but you haven't been able to pull any of that 170,000 out, and it's still in crypto. So is it fair to say that you threw $30,000 into a money pit and you're hoping that it still is there tomorrow?
No. I mean, anything's possible, but very unlikely.
So, question for you: Bitcoin. That's like that's a big one, right?
Yep.
Why don't people really sell their Bitcoin?
The reason they don't sell their Bitcoin is because it's the first asset in the history of ever that it has a capped supply. So
then what happens if they start selling it?
Well, yeah, then it goes down, but you'd have to break a foundation of belief under that, and that could happen with any asset as well.
Yeah. So with crypto, for those that don't know, the reason why it's so hard to offload crypto, even though it's quote unquote valued so high, is that once you start selling it, then people start panicking and it starts to lose its value. So if it starts to lose its value because someone is selling too many, too much of their actual crypto, too much of their Bitcoin, if I was saying crypto, Bitcoin, it loses its value, and then you lose money. So you have a lot of these ultra wealthy people who own a lot of Bitcoin, but they can't actually sell the Bitcoin. They can't get the money out. And so they're just sitting on this valuable Bitcoin, but they can't do anything about it. Now, this is why I said it was a grift. Do you know about the bill that's on the Congress floor right now for the Federal Crypto Reserve?
Yes. It's lovely.
What's the Federal Crypto Reserve? I bet you do.
I mean,
I'm sorry, not crypto. I keep saying crypto. The Federal Bitcoin Reserve. What's the Federal Bitcoin Reserve?
I mean, yeah, it's where we hold digital assets. So the Bitcoin that the United States holds was seized from the Silk Road, which is early on, like 2008 is around when Bitcoin came into existence. Silk Road, which is right when a new currency comes into existence, the first way it's going to be used is illegally. So that's the Bitcoin that we hold that was seized from them, and we hold more. I think China holds the second most. but I believe it's extremely important. You talk about
That's not what I'm talking about.
All right, then what's the bottom line?
It's the bill that establishes a Federal Reserve of Bitcoin.
Yep.
That requires the United States of America to buy a set amount of Bitcoin for a 10-year period. And so what that actually does is it's going to use the gold that the United States currently has in reserve, the gold that is backed by United States citizens, and it will buy Bitcoin, and it's required to buy Bitcoin every year for 10 years. So the people that actually have Bitcoin not only can sell their Bitcoin and get direct cash for their Bitcoin, but they can also sell it at whatever rate that they want, because the United States government is a guaranteed buyer. So that floor that we talked about, the worries about selling Bitcoin, where people start to sell it and it panics and it loses its value, will not happen if that bill passes. This is literally something that's in Congress right now, and it's a grift. It's a grift because Donald Trump is a grifting president, and that's why he's had. It's literally a grift. That's why he's had multiple. That's why he's had multiple coins.
It provides the individual so many.
That's why he's had multiple coins. That's why people like Elon Musk have done pump and dumps, and they Bitcoin is literally not Bitcoin. 99% not Bitcoin. I said.
Yeah, but
most cryptos are pump and dumps.
Yes.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Most Bitcoins are pump and dumps.
Yes, but there's thousands, a couple thousand that are very serious.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
The older ones that are established that actually have some type of history behind it, but most of them are Ponzi schemes.
Yeah,
literally they're a grift, and people are chasing money that they'll never get.
Same with most countries' currencies. It collapses and. You know, it's not.
Only when you have inept leadership. Did you know the dollar is
but the United States
extremely weak right now because of what Donald Trump has been doing?
They don't control it. What?
And did you know the dollar is extremely weak globally because of everything that Donald Trump has been doing?
It's not Donald Trump, dude. It's because
it's now literally Donald Trump.
It's because now we have a better value exchange system.
It's literally Donald Trump.
Liquidity from the legacy
before
world
Donald Trump got in office. The dollar has lost what? How much of the value or strength has the dollar lost?
That's why you Bitcoin, because they inflate, they print the money. The Federal Reserve, they just print and devalue.
No one's printing money. No, Donald Trump. The issue is Donald Trump doesn't know economic policy, and so when you do things like fire a bunch of people, increase the unemployment rate, and then you do things like put tariffs on everybody when you don't understand what actual tariffs are, or you do things like add an additional $4.5 trillion to the deficit. All of that is actually bad business. Hey, who would have ever thought that a guy that bankrupted 6 businesses, including a casino, would be bad at business?
You got to fail, dude. You got to fail to succeed greatly. You gotta fail many times. So you're just pointing out specific cases. That's like, you can do that. That's the problem, is there's so many specific cases to point out. So you can just tailor it however you want.
Tell me one other successful businessman that you know that has 6 bankruptcies.
Dude, I mean, everyone has their own path, but they definitely have 6 failures.
Sure. Tell me one other successful businessman that you know that has 6 bankruptcies.
Well, I can tell you about a successful businessman who has 6 things that fall under the same class as just a failure.
Sure. Can you tell me one other successful businessman that has 6 bankruptcies?
Dude, there's no one like Trump. And you can't really deny.
Because there's no one else that has 6 bankruptcies, then they still consider them to be quote unquote successful. Donald Trump literally was given a boatload of money when his parents passed away. If Donald Trump would have just taken that money, never went up those golden escalators, set his ass on a beach somewhere, he would be richer today than he is.
Yeah, but what an
just investing
unfulfilling
in the
life.
stock market. What
an unfulfilling life to just not do anything.
Yeah, he lost so much money. But you know what the interesting thing is? Hey, how much do you think Donald Trump was quote unquote worth prior to coming in office this term?
I don't know, a couple billion.
3.2 billion. How much do you think Donald Trump is worth right now after being in office for, what is it, 8 months?
Okay. I mean,
No.
he won the job,
Answer
dude.
the question. Answer the question.
Famous. You
Answer the
make
question.
money from that.
No,
probably
answer the
what,
question.
15
How much?
billion?
No, answer the question. How much
15,
do you
20?
think he's worth now after being president of the United States for 8 months?
Twice, bro. Like 15?
What's the answer? Huh?
15, 20?
No, 7.5.
Oh,
He's
well,
made
good for
over
him.
$4 billion in 8 months as being president. What are you talking about? Good.
Dude, he made money. Like, when you make money, do I come at you and say, dude,
Donald Trump has
you're kind of just
enriched
arguing
himself
for
by
him.
being the president of the United States of America. This is a
Yeah, but the
public
line
office.
there is so gray. You know what I mean?
It's not.
Yes,
It's not.
it is.
No other president has done this.
Dude, no other president has made money from being president. Are you kidding me?
No other president has
Yes, they
made money.
have.
Hold on, stop. Listen to what I'm saying. No other president has made money like this while being in office.
Yes, they
other
have.
presidents have. Hold on. No, they have not. They have not. Literally, no other president has. They have made money after they left office. Yes. Donald Trump did not divest from any of his businesses. Donald Trump knows exactly where the money is going for all of his businesses. And then you know what else Donald Trump does? Donald Trump likes to go golfing, right? Donald Trump, when he goes golfing, he only stays at his golf resorts. Now, when Donald Trump goes to his golf resorts, you know who else goes with him?
Who?
W's in the trap for Dan Trails. What up, bro? Secret Service. Secret Service has to go with him because he's the president of the United States. Hey, guess what they do in these Trump hotels when Donald Trump travels to play golf and Secret Service goes?
What do they do?
They jack the room rates up by 3, 4, 5 times the current amount and make Secret Service pay it. And so the United States government is paying Donald Trump to go golf at his own golf resort, and he's making exorbitant amounts of money off of his Secret Service protecting him.
I mean, what is that illegal? Do you think? Is that what you're saying?
Is it right? You tell me. Do you think that's right?
Can you please
wait, hold on. Stop for a second. Stop for a second. Think about this. Do you think that your tax dollars, your money should go towards Donald Trump playing golf and him jacking up the prices at his own golf course, not someone else's, not someone else, not going somewhere else where they're saying, oh, this is Trump, we're going to charge him more. He's literally saying, I'm going to go to my place and I'm going to charge us more to go to my place.
Yeah, I mean, that's how the guy is. I don't know if it's like morally correct, but there's nothing. It's not that bad. I mean, he's making money. He's a businessman. No, he makes money.
Donald Trump, since being in office, has sold cologne and sold pieces of his suit and sold meme coins and sold fragrances. Donald Trump has literally grifted off of the United States government and people since he's been back in office, and to the tune of he has amassed more wealth than he has ever amassed in his entire life over the last 8 months of being president, and you don't have a problem with that.
I mean, not really.
Is he the president or is he the president or is he a con man? Which one?
I think he's a little bit of both, but I think the net, like I think the effect he has as a president, a little bit order of magnitude greater than the effect he has as a con man.
Sure.
But like,
tell me one piece of legislation that Donald Trump has passed this term that overwhelmingly benefits everyday Americans.
All right. The crypto genius bill. That's one.
It's good, but it doesn't overwhelmingly benefit everyday Americans.
It can if they all just
but it doesn't.
To
it
invest.
can, but it doesn't. It does not.
Not NFA.
Not everyone is investing in crypto.
NFA.
It can, but it doesn't.
Next.
So give me something that overwhelmingly, and again, I'm not even going to hold you. I do think that's a pretty decent bill, and I do like the provisions to eliminate deep fakes. Like, I think that's huge. But again, name me one piece of legislation that he's passed that overwhelmingly benefits everyday Americans.
Okay. I mean, does this include just like executive orders?
Executive orders isn't legislation, but sure, go for it.
I mean, I think he's done a lot of good things with illegal immigrants. Now, let me say, he has done a lot of bad things with good illegal immigrants. I think even if you're a good illegal immigrant, you should be treated.
No, first and foremost, it's undocumented immigrants. It's not illegal immigrants. You can't
What do
be
you mean,
illegal
dude? Come
on
on.
stolen ground.
Come on,
What's
bro.
Turtle Island?
Come on, bro. Don't
What's
tell me
Turtle
what's,
Island?
we're the United States
What's-
of America. We're in the
what's
present
Turtle
day,
Island?
2025. You're in the
What's
United
Turtle
States.
Island?
I don't know. What is it? I like stories.
Exactly.
No, I
It's
like
not
it.
a fucking story. Turtle Island is the land that was stolen from the indigenous people that were here.
Okay, we're the indigenous, and that sucks. I would never go and steal someone's land, but they did. And guess what? The indigenous people were killing each other, stealing it from each other for
They
hundreds
weren't.
of years.
They
before.
literally
That's-
weren't.
I mean, they
Indigenous
weren't,
people,
dude.
no,
It's
no,
nature.
no, they weren't.
They stole.
Indigenous
Okay, how
people-
about
no,
this?
stop,
How about this? How about this? then?
Stop. Because
about
I
this?
need you. No, stop.
Nope. I haven't
Indigenous
talked as
people,
much as you.
indigenous people were here on this land, and they welcomed the white colonizers here and tried to help them. And they unalived the indigenous people so much that they literally cooled the temperature of the earth. They took so many of their lives that they dropped the temperature of the earth. That's how many of them they took. That's how many of them they unalived.
Okay, send
What
me
are you
that
talking
data.
about?
But also, what do you
Go
mean? What
look
am
it
I
up.
talking about? I'm
Go
not
look
saying,
it
I'm
up.
not justifying it. I'm saying
Go
that's
look it
what's
up.
happened. I'm saying that's what's happened, and every single piece of land on the earth for billions of years, technically, if you want to go back to creatures before us, that's what's been happening. That's what life does. I'm not justifying
Colonization
it.
is
I'm saying, why are you highlighting
colonization
this
is a
one
unique
time it
thing
happened?
that white people have perpetuated across
Dude,
this
why are you-
globe. Yes. Colonization is a unique thing that white people have perpetuated across this globe. Yes. I don't even know how we got here, but I don't even want to go there anymore. Go back to where we just were. Name one thing that Donald Trump has actually done that overwhelmingly benefits everyday Americans. You're muted. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to send you a request to unmute.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
Name one thing that Donald Trump has done that overwhelmingly benefits everyday Americans. A piece of legislation that he's passed. Hell, I'll even take an executive order.
He has done. I think ultimately a lot of the tariffs are a good idea.
Why?
Well, I know. I don't. Here's the thing. I don't fully agree with him, and I don't think he's I think there's obviously a lot of better people in the U.S. that could serve as president. But since he's the guy, I am happy that.
Can you please talk about the tariffs? Because now you're talking about other stuff. You said the tariffs.
I'm getting back.
Okay, go back to it because you're going too far away. I was sitting here quietly waiting for you to say something else about the tariffs.
And then
go back to the tariffs.
Okay, I'm getting to it. And then the point is you put the mask on yourself before your child, and your child's most important than your life. So we got to protect the United States of America before we go. Like, obviously, I don't want all this killing to be happening elsewhere. But
go back to the tariffs.
That is the tariffs, dude. You impose tariffs. You impose tariffs. A tariff is a tax on imports and exports, and you impose tariffs because what can happen is that with time you can restore strength and respect to your own country. So the world will help our economy basically, and we can help the world more. That's how
the world isn't helping our economy with tariffs. It's literally United States citizens paying it. It's literally United States citizens paying it.
Yeah, but we've already negotiated some.
How many deals has Donald Trump negotiated?
That's a hard fact to pull up on. Like, I would have to look that up.
It's not. It's 6.
Well,
six.
It is a hard. Sometimes you just don't know a fact.
Sure, I'm telling you, Donald Trump has negotiated 6 deals since Liberation Day.
It's not bad. Like, who
No,
are they
that's
with?
horrible. Donald Trump promised 90 deals in 90 days. He put blanket tariffs on everyone. He doesn't know what the tariff is.
Hyperbolic,
Tariffs are a
dude.
tool.
Most entrepreneurs, most businessmen, you can't trust them. They're over it. They're gonna say things that are way excessive. I agree, but you can't say he's not.
Should we hold someone accountable for the obsessive things that they say when they continue to say obsessive things?
Yeah, I think we definitely should hold him accountable for it.
Oh, Farrell.
I think we should hold him accountable for it.
Then why don't you?
Well, I do.
How? You still support him today.
Well, dude, I again, it all comes back to I have to support someone unless I'm just like I didn't vote 2 elections ago. I didn't vote. I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for anyone or Biden. And then now I have to vote for someone. But it's not that so I kind of have to support him, but I don't
have to support him.
Well, I don't support what he says. I don't support what he does. But I support.
Then why do you support him then? If you don't support what he says, then you don't support what he does.
Then why do you? We're basically locked in to supporting. Like you have to choose, and you can't sit here and tell me. And I'm not saying that I'm not even trying to demonize anyone here, but I'm just saying you can't sit here and tell me that the opposing side right now or the Biden administration is so angelic. Like. I'm just
sure. Give me a second. W's in the chat from Mahiko, who sent a $1 donation saying, rumor has it Philly Bill is still crashing out over his name. Yeah, I saw him in the request. He wasn't coming back up here. He's definitely a crash out, and I have no interest in that tonight. W's in the chat for System, who sent a $2 super chat to say, hi, here's a little money. Boop. Thank you so much, System. I appreciate you. W's in the chat for Joel, who sent a $5 super chat to say, crypto is a Ponzi scheme, and a federal crypto reserve is just a pump and dump rug pull of the federal government by libertarian baron robbers. I agree. Like literally, that's all they're doing. W's in the chat for Libby, who sent a $10 super chat to say, I can't say that we're in the United States of America. This is just America to me right now. Absolutely, absolutely. Guys, Debbie's in the chat for all the gifted guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted, anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Make sure you liking the stream as well over on the tubes. And last but not least, guys, if you look up at the top and you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Make sure you hit that follow button. Hit that follow button and also follow my backup because I've been doing more debates on my backup as well. So make sure you actually follow both accounts. And last but not least, I have a massive, massive, massive announcement that I am going to drop at the end of the live. So guys, make sure you hang tight because I promise you it's going to be worth it. It's fucking going to be worth it. All right. Oh, also, guys, W's in the chat for Karen. Karen sent a $2 donation to say, it's not hard. Never choose the grapist. It could all be so easy. Like, it's Hardware, you said it's not like the Biden-Harris administration was virtuous. Cool. I'll give you that. I'm not saying they're virtuous. They didn't have a felon that was an adjudicated rapist. And I'm not even talking about Trump. Howdy, partner. They have multiple felons that are adjudicated rapists. And you still pick them.
Who? The Republican Party? Both
RFK
parties.
Jr. is a felon that's an adjudicated rapist.
They literally make the law. They're lawmakers. They screw each other over. Like constantly.
Are they all
they're trying to get each
felons?
other.
Are
They're
they
trying to
all,
get each other. They want
are they
each other
all
to be.
felons that are adjudicated rapists?
They
Yes or no?
succeeded. They succeeded, and like, why wasn't he
Kamala
adjudicated?
Harris?
Okay.
Is Kamala Harris a felon or an adjudicated rapist?
No,
Yes or
not as it's known right now to the general humanity brain cloud. No. So.
Lawrence, are you a Trump supporter? Lawrence, are you a Trump supporter?
No, sorry, didn't mean to join.
Okay.
Was tapping.
No, thank you for tapping. I appreciate it. Hardware.
Yes, sir.
So,
but look, I'm promise you, I'm not glorifying Trump, dude. But I do think he's overhated for sure. Like it's
he overhated?
It's way disproportionate to what everyone believes. How bad?
I don't think we hate Trump enough. I feel like we could all hate Trump more. Not gonna lie. I feel like we could all hate Trump more.
I think
I know I can.
But I mean, obviously, MAGA could not go along with everything.
I don't think. As a matter of fact, I think I need to step my hate up just to help cover your slack.
No, see,
I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna pick my hate up just to cover for you. Don't worry, I got your back.
But that's where we run into problems, man.
No, we don't. We don't.
Yeah, we do.
Because Donald Trump is a racist, sexist, fascist, classist, and he wants to be a dictator.
You can't.
He meets all 14 tenets of fascism.
Not racist. What?
He meets all 14 tenets of fascism. He is a fascist.
Every single one of those is subjective, and you're just
applying all 14 of them.
No, he does not. Like you could probably make an argument for it, yes. And I'm not saying again, dude. He's not a fascist. Like you're comparing that. That's such a fine line, in my opinion. I'm not saying he's a good guy.
It's not a fine line. It's a definitive statement. I don't say these things because I take them lightly. I state these things because these things are true.
What do you think he ultimately wants, dude? Because a fascist,
he wanted to stay out of jail.
U.S. government.
So sure, he wanted to stay out of jail, and he got that. And now he wants to make a ton of money, which he's done that. And now he wants to get payback on everyone that he thinks did him wrong, and he's doing that. So like all of these things, like he's doing all of it, and now he's gonna want to stay in power. That's why he keeps talking about Trump 2028.
He's not. No one's gonna let that happen. No one wants that. That's not gonna happen.
Who's
not gonna happen, dude? The voters, people. No one can wait. What do you mean?
How can the voters? How can the voters wait? How can the voters stop them if they don't give another election?
Dude, no one's going to go along with that.
If Donald Trump does not, hypothetically speaking, let's say Donald Trump is, stick with me for a second here, right?
Yeah,
Stick with me for a second. Hypothetical situation, right? Hypothetical.
Yeah.
Let's say Donald Trump knows that he wants to stay in power. And so in order for him to stay in power, he creates his own private military, a force that he can send out to intimidate people and intimidate cities in order to stop them from being able to have elections. And let's say as he creates this private force, he does test runs and sends his private force into cities that don't want them there. Do you think that would be something that he could utilize? Let's say if there were midterm elections and he wanted to do an actual full-blown run when he has his private military, but he's also gotten the military to go into other cities that he deems to be dangerous and overstep the bounds of our military. Do you think that's something that could lead him to saying, hey, no more elections, I'm keeping power?
I think it could lead to it in his head. I don't think it would succeed.
Donald Trump has literally did that with LA and Portland. He's threatened to send the military to Chicago. He literally said that he was going to declare war on Chicago.
Okay, again, he says lots of things. You can,
but he's also done things.
Just listen.
He's literally did those things.
We can talk about that after, but I was just talking about the things he says.
Okay, talk about the things that he does as well too. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, should I mean, yeah. I think here's the thing. I think the things that he does are probably not that great, but it's unrighteous for any single one of us to assume we know exactly what he has done. Like I'm talking.
We
day-to-day.
know that he actually sent
You can
ICE and the National Guard into LA. He has ICE raids hitting
Yes,
all
yes.
across the country.
and
He's also deployed the military to Portland.
and he's technically responsible for all of the cases in which a truly hardworking person who's tried to get their visa and failed have been right brutalized. I think that's terrible. I don't like it.
What
It's
are you
not
talking
pretty.
about?
I'm
What are you
talking
talking
about I'm talking about the fact that there's so many of these raids going on. And yes, I agree with them, because you have to, you know what I mean? Like there is why can't you use the term illegal immigrant? What's so
Because
wrong
I've
with
already
that term?
listen. We're not going to go back to that. I've already
Why?
told
What
you
if it
that
relates
you
to what
can't
we're
be
talking about
illegal
right
on
now?
stolen. You can't be illegal on stolen land.
Dude, this is not
This is Turtle
stolen.
Island.
Every land is stolen.
Listen, you're trying to sputter. You still haven't told me what tariffs we're actually going to do.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I
No,
did.
you didn't.
I'll tell you
You
again.
never told me how tariffs actually benefit the overwhelming people. Like you keep like going off to different like fucking weird angles for no reason, because you don't have any answers, and then you won't answer any type of direct questions because you don't have anything.
That's
You don't
crazy to
have
say.
anything.
That's untrue. I have been answering
Tell
your
me,
questions.
no, answer the question indirectly. Tell me, how does tariffs overwhelmingly benefit everyday Americans when we're the ones paying tariffs? Go.
I told you, I think that over time, it's a good investment for the people.
It's not an investment.
Yes, it is.
How are tariffs invest? Okay,
I
cool.
told you, it's an
Who pays
investment
the
for
tariffs?
probably the American taxpayers. And that's
So when you're raising taxes on the American taxpayers, how is that a beneficial thing?
because if you lower it enough in other areas, then you can sneak in some things.
When is he
you have to
lowering
take-
taxes on? No, you can't. There's no taxes being lowered in other areas,
Yes, there
except
is.
they're making permanent tax cuts for corporations, but they're not lowering taxes anywhere else. They just passed the BBB. There were no reduction in taxes. There won't be another tax code that's implemented for another 8 years.
Well, I like that he's attempting to bring
No.
back manufacturing.
No. Stay right there. Stay right there with tariffs. Stay right there with tariffs. So
Yeah,
he's
I'm there.
collecting extra taxes on people, and he's not lowering taxes.
Yes, I think in the end, taking a few hits can still be a net positive if you're doing well in other areas.
Who's the few hits?
The American taxpayers, bro. We put them in there. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Like
you mean a
tariffs
few
on-
hits like the farmers? Like farmers?
What do you mean?
Like the fact that we haven't sold soybeans to China in over a quarter. They sold 0 soybeans, which China is the largest importer of United States soybeans. And we haven't sold soybeans. The farmers that voted for Trump are literally crying and praying. They had a prayer circle praying that someone help them. They were literally praying that God brings back the subsidies that Joe Biden gave them that Donald Trump took away.
Yeah, from their world perspective, Trump looks like an evil man. And I
No,
would see it
they
their way
still
too.
support Trump just like you, even though Trump is literally taking food
Not
out of
all
their
of
mouth.
them. So you're talking like you think. I mean, maybe most of them, right?
Hey, Kay.
I mean, I know you
No,
think
stop
I'm going
talking.
sideways, but I think
Stop
it's
talking.
important.
Kay, are you there?
Oh, sorry, I was all frozen up for a sec.
No worries.
How you
Floor's yours.
doing?
Good.
Good. I remember a time a little while ago. I don't know, might have been 45 minutes by now. I was smarter. I was smarter then. Anyway, everybody, if I could get your attention, pretty please.
That was
There's
very
0.2K of us.
Hey,
honest, that was very-
hardware, stop talking. Stop
First
talking.
thing
Like
I'm
this
gonna
isn't.
say to-
Yeah, stop talking. Go ahead, Kay.
Hey, there's 1.2K in here. And just a quick mod announcement. If you could, pretty please, start smacking Santana's face and double liking the live. I would be greatly appreciated. Share it out to your 10 most problematic friends or 10 people that you maybe want to just see this continue because it's hard to look away. However, all of the pay links are in the bio too if you would like to donate to the live. But we have so many people in here and the likes just aren't moving. And I also have a challenge. I feel like there's a smarter Trump supporter.
I doubt it.
No, I do. I do. Or you need to have someone come up here and do the call.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, no, but if you support Donald Timothy Trump, get in the box. Like literally, they've been unable to actually tell me where is the line, and I don't understand why it's such a hard thing to do. It doesn't make sense, especially if there is, like, if you have any type of moral fiber, any type of character, any type of substance to you, then you would actually say like, hey, can't do this. Maddie, are you a Trump supporter?
I would say if it was the election again, I would vote for Trump. Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
What year were you born?
2001.
Okay. Okay, you think this is a smarter one?
I'm hoping so.
Oh gosh, I hope so.
Okay.
Have a good time.
Yep. Thank you. Guys, W's in the chat for Beth. Beth sent a $1.25 donation to and said the boy who cried wolf. Words like fascist, communist, Marxist, dictator have lost all meaning. Now the world is calling literal fascism for what it is, and it's falling on deaf ears. It is. That's the that's the thing that I've been saying. Like, you can't just throw words around that actually have real meaning, and then when it's time to use the words for real meaning, people don't believe the real meaning. He's a fucking fascist. W's in the chat for Goats Jam, who sent a $2 super chat to say, release the files. Release the fucking files. W's in the chat for Glampire, who sent a $4.99 super chat to say, for the divided states of America. Yes. Yes. W's in the chat for Tia, who sent a $9.99 super chat to say, I love your debate style. Don't let these people off the hook. They don't get to pivot. W's in the chat for Suku, who sent a $2 super chat to say, can't lie. Definitely hate this guy. It was insufferable. It was weird. All right. Maddie, question for you, because you still support Trump today, which is interesting to say the least. But Maddie, where's the line?
What do you mean by line? Like something that he would have to do in order for me to be like, okay, that's it?
Yep. When is enough for you, Maddie? Because Donald Trump is giving out medical misinformation. He's attacking his political opponents. He's
the medical
misinformation.
Are you talking about? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. The Tylenol.
Yep. That and then his first administration as well. Like, he has a track record of it.
I do agree that out of everyone that should have been given out the Tylenol information, I don't think it should have been the president. That seemed any president. I don't, even if it was Harris as the president and she decided to do that, I don't think she would. But it feels weird that the president is giving out that information. Now, when I was pregnant 2 years ago, I did avoid Tylenol. I know there was a lot of studies where there may have been correlation. Now, that might not be causation, but there may have been a little bit of correlation. So I just avoided it altogether, just like when people say you can drink a little bit of alcohol, but you shouldn't, just like, yeah, Tylenol could be safe, but I didn't take the risk. Who knows?
Let me hop in and say there, unless you can point me in the direction of that study, there's been no credible studies that even show that there's a direct correlation, not even just not a causation, but there's a direct correlation at all. Multiple studies that I've found speak to there's other factors, including genetics, that are way more prevalent and more of a not even just a correlation, but a direct correlation. So can you point me in the direction of any study that says that, like, hey, Tylenol can kind of cause it, because everything that I found, including statements from Tylenol over the years, has been persistent and consistent that Tylenol is the best and most effective thing for pregnant women to use to help with fevers, and even more so, the fevers become more of a risk of birth defects and issues for the children versus any chance of using Tylenol.
Yeah, well, I was never sick when I was pregnant, but the study I guess the one off the top of my head is the one that was in the article that Donald Trump mentioned. I know if you simplify it and you actually read it, it doesn't say that Tylenol causes autism. I don't agree with that. I don't think Tylenol causes autism. I think that there may be an increased risk for autism. And in that study in Harvard, that the Harvard shows, it does show that the pool with moms that did take Tylenol during pregnancy, there was a higher percentage. Now, there are so many variables, you can't really say for sure.
I would love to. What study was that? And also, hold on 1 second. Athena, are you there? Athena, can you guys see Kobe? I don't know what's happening with TikTok. It's not loading correct, or something's going on.
I can see her little box, but I
see her, but she's not here.
Oh.
Athena, I'm gonna try to drop you. Come right back. Let's give her half a second. W's in the chat for Joe, who sent a $2 donation, says, I love when Trump supporters will go down a list of his actions and say, I don't like everything he does, but, or, I mean, he's a terrible person, but I'm like, but what? If you don't agree with anything he does, then why are you still supporting him? That's exactly right. Like, literally, it's the same thing that I'm saying. None of it makes sense. It absolutely is like the wildest thing. W's in the chat for Joe. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and links are in the bio. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. And if you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. I don't know what happened to Athena. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go back to what you were saying.
Yeah, the study that if you go to that website, like the whitehouse.gov website that talks about the Tylenol and the how it I don't with the whole autism study, if you go down there's
Which
a
study?
Harvard
What was
study.
the name of the study? Did you actually read it?
Yeah, I read it. It's
what was the name of the study?
I would have to go get it. I could teacup myself and go find it.
Sure, go ahead and teacup.
Okay.
I got you. Don't worry. All righty, guys. Keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 200,000 likes.
Okay, I found it.
Okay. What's the name of the study?
Harvard.edu website. The title of the study, or the article that mentions the study, is Pregnancy May Increase Children's Autism and ADHD Risk. So it doesn't say that it causes it, which I agree, it doesn't cause it, but it may increase risk. And for me, that was enough. Like when I was pregnant, that may increase risk. That was enough for me to be like, okay, I'm going to avoid it as much as I can. I never got sick or had a fever, so I was able to avoid it the whole time.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. So you're saying that I'm not seeing the article. Oh, hold on. Here it is. All right. All right. So you're saying, and you said you read this article, right?
I'm gonna be honest. I did put it into ChatGPT to simplify the conclusion area, but I did skim through the body and everything.
It's like 7 paragraphs. When children are exposed to, I'm not even gonna try to say it, Tylenol, also known as the brand name Tylenol or whatever, during pregnancy, this may be more likely to develop neurodevelopment disorder, NDD, including autism and ADHD. Wait, what is this from? Harvard TH Chain? What is Harvard TH Chain? What is does anyone know what Harvard TH Chain is?
That's their just public health.
Hold on. This isn't Harvard University.
It's the name of the public health school. But that's just the
school. Oh, okay. Got it. All right, got it. Okay. I was a little bit confused by that. I wanted to make sure.
No, you're chill. I get it.
That I understood that. Okay. Published in. Okay. According to studies, was published. Why is it doing that? Wait, is this an opinion piece? Why? I keep bringing people up. What is happening? Hey, come back, Maddie. Is this an opinion piece?
If you go to the bottom there, it says read the study. Then you click that, then it goes through the actual study portion.
So did you put the opinion in ChatGPT,
or
did you put the study in?
The actual study. When you go down, it says read the actual study. When you scroll down and you click that, I'm so sorry. When I was being quick when I was looking for it, but when you roll down, it goes read the actual study, and you can read the actual where the evidence and where they pull everything, and then that's the portion, because they talk about.
Can I just chime in real quick?
Go ahead, Kay.
I don't want to say up here, but
no, go ahead. You got it.
Maddie,
This doesn't even look like a study when I click on the link. This looks like an opinion.
It's not an opinion piece. It is a study, and there have been multiple. But it is also from Harvard. It was also not correlated with the dean's approval. It's problematic at best. However, there have been studies done on correlations to different neurodivergent behaviors with taking certain medications, not just autism. And Maddie, I'm a double board certified physician in internal medicine and psychiatry. So when I say this to you, I'm first of all, I know everyone keeps referring to it as Tylenol, but I'm not about to get up in that lawsuit. So acetaminophen, which is the actual active ingredient, has absolutely no causation to autism.
Yeah, I never said that. I said correlation. That's the word I said.
One of the problems that we're seeing with this discussion is that some physicians and some research that has been... Sorry, this is a very hard topic to discuss because the people who have latched onto this anger me to my bitter core. So you came up and said your personal anecdotal experience was that you never had to take acetaminophen during your pregnancy because you were never sick and didn't have a fever. For women who have a fever or who have absolute pain that they cannot just cope with, acetaminophen is the only safe thing to take. It is more harmful to have a fever while you are pregnant than it is to take acetaminophen. Furthermore, the studies that are talking about neurodivergent behaviors and ADHD, those studies are looking at people who are taking it in excess and not at recommended doses.
That's
That is
what I
a
was just
very
about to say.
large part of that
Yeah, that's
study
what
that
I-
you're
I
citing
mean,
right
And
now.
even
So
this,
when you bring it
kind
up, it's so harmful because you're not stating what the study says. It is in overdosed quantities, and the smallest, safest dose is what every physician that actually believes in science recommends. And I want to point out something that was said during his press conference that I think is super dangerous. He said, "These doctors behind me are going to wait for more studies. Me, I'm telling you not to take it. I'm telling you not to take it. Don't take it. I don't need to wait." That is some of the most dangerous rhetoric that he has put out there since all of his C19 misinformation.
No, I'm not. Like I said in the beginning, I think the way that he went about it was incorrect. He shouldn't have been the one displaying that information. You know?
But you're
that's what I was
perpetuating
just
it.
about to say. You're literally perpetuating that information.
And you're having
Like,
us look at this study.
Yeah.
And I know
No,
this study, and it's
I never
harmful.
said that it caused autism. I never said that. I
You
never
said it
said
has
that
a correlation, but then I said, okay, show me where there's correlation. And even
and
the
then I
study, like
also
after I sat here
that
and
there
read
were
through it,
problems, there were other
but after I
variables.
sat here and read through it, not only is it Kay like mentioned the actual dosage and everything, but like this is such a wide net. It's basically saying, well, it could cause this and it could cause
I know
that.
that's
And it
what I'm
could cause
saying.
that.
There's
It's
a
like
lot of variables with
they
the
just
study. It wasn't,
they
it wasn't
threw
a good
like
study.
a wide
No,
net
never
and
said
said,
that.
oh, it could possibly
They
cause
threw a
lot
bunch of stuff at a wall because
I literally said that it was good enough, like for my pregnancy, because there was some sort, that I avoided it because I never needed it. Obviously, if I was in the position where I was in extreme pain, I'm not going to look at the doctor recommending me Tylenol saying, no, it's going to give my baby autism, because like you said, the doctor knows more than I do, right? But it was enough for me, like when I was sore from a workout, I wasn't taking Tylenol like I would have done when I wasn't pregnant.
right, and no one is recommending that just after a workout that you take it.
Okay.
But just for full transparency also, I just want to make this one last point about this. The very first case of what we now regard as autism was found in 1747.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This wasn't even the point of what I wanted to bring up. It was just
Great.
something
You can
that
bring up your next point as soon as I drop.
Okay, cool.
The first case of what we now talk about as autism was 1747, and it was done in an actual legal case so that a brother could gain help for his sibling. In 1911, we discussed it further. Acetaminophen did not become an active ingredient until the late 40s when there was testing, and not available to the market under a name brand until 1955. So this is another just huge misinformation point that I absolutely am going to continue to call out, because it is super important that women know that this president does not have the knowledge and surrounds himself with people who want to just say yes and are causing harm to subjugate women again in telling us what we can and cannot do when we know by the evidence that is backed by over 70 years of data that it is safe to take in the doses that are recommended, and you should speak to your doctor before making the choices on whether or not to take acetaminophen. Now, if you want to go and, talk about how much you love Trump about another topic, that's fine. But don't talk about this topic because you don't know enough about it.
All right, you don't need to be so aggressive because if I'm misinformed,
Maddie, shh. We're just gonna keep it pushing.
No, I get if I'm misinformed, please inform me. But I don't like being talked down to.
Hey,
I don't like being.
okay.
No one likes being talked down to, right?
Maddie,
you're correct. Nobody likes to be spoken down to. But when your first point when you come up here is just straight out of the gate misinformation on a study that you said is correlation and is got a ton of variables, and you're just perpetuating the narrative so that more people are hearing about it so that they think about it. So if you have other reasons why you like Trump, please talk about those.
All right, I wasn't trying
disrespectful in my tone. No, I do apologize.
No, you're good. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful either. I wasn't trying to misinform. This is
Maddie,
just what
Maddie, she's already said keep it pushing. What okay, let's keep it going.
Dog, I'm apologizing. You don't need to be so aggressive.
Eden, are you a Trump supporter? Echo. W's in the chat for Nina. Nina sent a $5 super chat to say Dr. Mike has a great video on this topic. Who's Dr. Mike? I need to check that out. W's in the chat for Daniel, who sent a $5 donation, said, let's also not forget about the neurodivergent isn't inherently a bad thing. I know that's right. W's in the chat for the super chats, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. No, I don't know who Dr. Mike is. Who's Dr. Mike? And why does everybody know Dr. Mike except me? I don't know who that is. Everything is accepted and things appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. And also, guys, look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Go ahead and hit that follow button. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. And I guess you ran. Cool. Oh, well. Oh, did not mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. Let's see here, guys. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. What is happening here? I don't think this person is a Trump supporter.
Dak Prescott matching that and had a rushing touchdown to boot, although he stopped trying to get another one.
Terry, did you know you were in the request with your TV super loud? All right, I'm gonna drop you because I don't think that you know you're up here. I'm sure you're not a Trump supporter either. I'm like positive you're not. So you're not a Trump supporter, are you? Well, am I that boring, chat? Am I putting everybody to sleep tonight? What in the world is happening? Is it me? I must be off my game. They're not getting in the box. They're all gone. All the Trump supporters are gone. You said what? What did you say? First, W's in the chat for Julie, who sent $1. I don't know what the currency is when it says A. But then there's another one say Julie sent a $2 donation. Said, "Where's Erica?" With the K. It said that we owed an Erica takeover. I don't know what you're talking about, Erica takeover. We don't own, no, I don't know what that is. I have no idea. Oh no, I don't know what that is. I have no idea. Are you recording me? Are you recording me? Are you recording me? Are you recording me? I blocked them. They were following one person. I don't know what that was, but they got blocked. What is happening? I don't know what's happening. No. Trump supporters, get in the box. Is there any more Trump supporters left? Have we conquered? We've literally conquered all the Trump supporters. You guys have given up. Like, you guys are sad. Like, you guys just all rage quit, and you no longer even are interested in like trying. Which, if I'm going to be honest, I can't even blame you, because you guys aren't even good at this. Like, so I don't even blame you. You guys suck at this. Each and every one of you. Well, I mean, I guess if they're not gonna come up, and fuck it. All right. Hart, are you a Trump supporter? Hart, are you a Trump supporter? Same weirdo. Hart, are you a Trump supporter? Same weirdo. Hart, are you a Trump supporter? Same. I blocked this account too. People are weird. No, I don't want to restart. Not gonna hold you, chat. If I restart, it won't come back. Not even gonna hold you. If we restart, you won't see me again. Not until tomorrow. Not even gonna hold you. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess with that being said, since they don't want to come out and play, fuck it, I might go MAGA hunting. They don't want to come out and play, I might go MAGA hunting.
Hello.
Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
No, but I wanted to ask your opinion on that terrible shooting in, I think it was Michigan today, and interesting enough.
wasn't me. I will speak on that though. It keeps like pushing me back to the thought of like, where's the line, right? The thought of like, what has to be done in order for Trump supporters to say, like, we need something. And it's like, it's every day. Every day there's another shooting, there's another. It just doesn't stop. Like, it doesn't stop. And it doesn't matter if it's a Catholic church or a Baptist church or a Mormon church or a mosque. It doesn't matter if it's a school or a mall or a nightclub or a movie theater. It doesn't matter if it's indoors, outdoors. It doesn't matter if it's celebrities, kids. It doesn't matter who it is. It's never enough. It's literally never enough. Gotcha, bitch. They were waiting for me to speak to get the weird echo thing going again. It's the same person. Third account, same person. They're fucking weird. They're all so fucking weird. They're all just so fucking weird. They're a bunch of incels. All right. Anyway, let me get to it. Let me get to it because I promised you guys a massive announcement. Anybody interested in that massive announcement? Or can I just skip it? Is it okay if I just skip the announcement? W's in the chat for Glampire, who sent a $9.99 super chat to say, this world goes blind when children are dying. Exactly. Like they turn, like nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Can we skip the announcement? I'm a little confused. No takesy backsy? I feel like we don't even need the announcement. All right, I guess. All right. Well, okay. How about I'll give you guys a piece of the announcement. You're not getting the whole thing. No pause. So super massive announcement. I'm super excited about this. Hold on, let me get here really quick. 1 second. Okay. Hey, you guys know that I have like friends on the old TikToks, right? Like I hang out in like a lot of different spaces with a lot of different faces. Some people that you know, some people that you see on TikTok live, some people that you watch their videos, some people with millions of followers, some people with thousands of followers, all this other stuff, you know, like the people, right? So a couple of nights ago, I made a joke about hosting a live about toxic masculinity and fragile men. And then I said, it's not a joke. Men are fragile. Toxic masculinity is really harming us as a society and definitely politically. Because you notice how like all these MAGA men, they come here and they crash out like it's weird. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's all super weird. But with that being said, I told some of my friends, I was like, hey, I do a really cool thing on late nights. I do panel discussions. And I want to have a panel discussion next week about toxic masculinity and fragile men. And so I reached out to about 30 of them. And you want to know what they said? Well, I said, hey, if I do this, will you come and join us on late nights and talk about it? And they said yes. So this week on Late Nights with Santana, over 30 different creators, some of your favorite creators, will be joining the panel for Late Night with Santana. Yeah, literally. Okay, so let me chat. I'm not even gonna hold you. So this is what I did. I reached out to a lot of people because I didn't think everyone would say yes. And literally everyone said yes. No one said no. Literally no one said no. I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting everyone to say yes. So I know people saying who's going to be there. I was planning on having the video ready to drop all the names tonight. I got like all their pictures and I got like all the plan and da. And not even going to hold your chat. I didn't even finish the video. So you guys won't find out who's on the list until tomorrow. Sorry. But over the next 3 nights, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Late Nights with Santana, we will have over 30 different content creators, some of your favorite content creators, coming in and having the discussion about toxic masculinity and male fragility, how it impacts us as a whole, and even more, the thing that you guys have to remember about late nights is it's your floor. Late nights is not about me. Late nights is not about MAGA. Late nights is about us and it's about community. So on late nights, if you join, you join. So yes, this will be an all-star panel with 30 different content creators coming across 3 different days, but you'll be there too. Yes, friendlies are allowed. Friendlies are always allowed on late nights. That's what I tell you guys all the time. Friendlies is where late nights is where friendlies get the opportunity to speak. So some of your favorite content creators, some people that you may want to interact with that you've never gotten an opportunity to interact with, this is your chance. This is absolutely your chance. So it will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Also, while there will be 30, thank you for the cake, 30 different content creators cycling in and out over these next 3 days, can't do it by myself. So I have a special co-host for all 3 nights. Because I'm just one man. And there's a lot of people. Yes, it will be Phil. So guys, that's the massive announcement. I literally mean this when I say I have never been so excited about something. Oh. One last thing. Almost forgot something. almost forgot something. Usually on late nights we do a a nightly donation goal. We will not have a nightly donation goal on late nights this week, but we will be taking up donations on the pay links, not on the YouTubes, because YouTube's a little bit different. Learned that the hard way. YouTubes, you guys send donation, it's coming to your old buddy Santana. But we will be taking up donations to all the pay links, and the donations that we take up on the pay links, half of it will be going towards a charity for men's mental health, and the other half of it will be going towards women, supporting women that are victims of DV. So guys, for these next 3 nights, if you got extra coins in your pocket, got some shekels or whatever, like if you want to chip in for a really good cause, that's what we're doing. These next 3 nights, we have an all-star panel of content creators. We're going to be talking about toxic masculinity, the male fragility, how do we fix it, red pill society, and we're going to be raising some fucking money. And we're going to help out with men's mental health and women that have been victims of DV. Fun fact, this idea came up on Thursday and today's Sunday, and literally it's already locked and loaded. It's fucking wild. That's the announcement. What do you guys think? Was it a big enough announcement? Yeah, cool. I got the list of names right here. You want to see the names? You guys want to see the names? Nah. You guys got to wait for the video. I'll do the video in the morning. I wasn't feeling it tonight. You do the video. We'll do the video in the morning. I'll tell you this person right here, though, I'm really excited about this person. But this person's going to bring it. Drop 3 names. I'll be there. Kay will be there. Management will be there. Those are 3 names. Boom. There you go. Did it. 3 names. It's going to be really good, guys. It's going to be really good. So that's the massive announcement. I'm super excited about this. I got some of the best friends on TikTok. Literally. Some of the best friends, some of the greatest content creators. I told them what I wanted to do and what we were doing, and they all immediately just said, no, I'm not releasing the list. No, I'm not releasing the list. You guys got to wait for the video. But that's what we're doing this week, late nights. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. I'll try to have the video out tomorrow before you guys wake up. How about that? It'll be further. Yes, it is. It's the what I'll tell you. How about this? I will tell you this. There will be no issues with representation. None whatsoever. It's a black man. It's a black woman. That is a member of the queer community. That is, yeah. We got plenty of representation. Not gonna lie. We even got tokens. Just joking. It's gonna be really good, guys. No, Liam and older millennial are not invited at all. Neither one of them get to come. Liam is permabanned. All right, that's it. I'm out of here, guys. I'm gonna go to sleep. I think that's what I'm gonna do. W's in the chat for Chris, who sent a $4.99 super chat to say, for the misguided straight guys out there, thank you, Santana. Men need these conversations. They do. They do. I don't understand. Like, they need therapy. Like, I don't understand why they're so avert to therapy. W's in the chat for Suko, who sent a $2 super chat to say, release the Santana files. No, you guys will find out tomorrow. You know what's funny, though? What's super funny? A lot of them are here watching right now, but just not commenting. They're watching, but they're not saying anything. So they're here. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. I'm tired. I need a nap. I need a nap. Let's go.
You stepped in a box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this is a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in shame. One wrong word, you slapped out your
guys, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We're calling it a night. Thank you all for hanging out. And again, I will get that video out tomorrow. We'll have the full breakdown, the list of every single person that's gonna be involved. I promise you, it's gonna be absolutely amazing. It's gonna be a great week. It's gonna be, I'm super excited. Anyway, is Brett live? Is Brett live? If Brett is live, yes. Let's go raid Brett. Let's go raid Brett Cross. Everybody, let's go raid Brett Cross. If Brett is live, let's go raid Brett Cross. We're gonna get out of here, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow again. Late nights, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 11 p.m. 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Thank you for all the. It's Cross 333. That's what's Brett Cross. Cross 333. Guys, thank you for all the taps, the gifts, the shares, the likes. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being amazing. And tomorrow we got the list.